Okay. It's time to wine. But instead of wine, today I have a strawberry banana smoothie. Because I needed to get rid of some of my strawberries because they were questionable. That is very good. Alright, today I am going to be whining about theme parks. Now, I haven't made a time to wine video in quite a while, so a little update for most of all of you probably. I work at Disney World, the Magic Kingdom specifically, and I work at Universal Studios. Oh, he's so interested in what I have to say. He wants a front row seat. I'm going to go ahead and preempt this by saying nothing of what I'm going to end up saying, because I don't know what I'm going to say, is meant to be slanderous at all to either of the two companies that I work for, because I like them a lot. I love what they're doing. I love the theme park atmosphere, and in that sense, I'm just going to make some social commentary on things that I've observed in the few months that I worked at both parks. Alright, so with that being said, I work in the Fantasyland area of the Magic Kingdom Park, where I work in the circus. And this is my happy little costume that I get to wear back there. It has tails. I feel very regal, and it's an exciting costume to wear because it's very thematic and exciting in that sense. And then over at Universal Studios, I'm a production assistant at the Disaster Earthquake ride, and there I wear a yellow polo, so it's a little bit less extravagant, but you know, it's nice. It's a little bit more relaxed during those hot summer months, just wear a polo and shorts. Although originally I did interview for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, but my schedule didn't exactly line up with what they needed, so I went to the Disaster Earthquake ride. And so right now in both parks, we are getting into the very peak of the spring spitting everywhere. The peak spring break season rush. I said it. And it's like a little bit stressful. Stressful not in the sense of the technical responsibilities that I have as an attractions attendant, but preserving and delivering the experience of the theme to the guests, if that makes sense. The coolest thing about Disney and about Universal is the experience that it gives to the guests every day, 365 days a year. You could come to Disney and you could watch 3 parades, you could be in 2 dance parties, you could watch a light show, the spectacular fireworks show, you could meet every character, you could ride every ride, and you could think that it was just for you. And it is my job to help facilitate that. Obviously, the number one importance for both parks is safety, so I need to be trained and aware of all the technical aspects of, oh man, I'm spitting everywhere today. But if I can make a little girl feel and believe that she is a princess, then I am really doing my job right. And so now the challenge of all this becomes, when there's a significant amount of people in the parks visiting during these spring break rush seasons, how do you make guests feel individual and special? Realistically, I need to be as efficient as possible in operating attractions from a company's standpoint, and then so the guests can get the most out of their day. And so far, what I've learned is that guests will come to a theme park for the rides, but they will remember it for the whole cohesive experience. I mean, even me, I had an annual pass before I ever worked at a theme park. I came down to the parks so much, so often. I knew everything about every ride and every attraction down here, but I kept on coming back for the cast members because they made it a new, refreshing experience every single time, and that is why I work here, because I want to be that for somebody else. You paid a pretty good amount of money to get into the park, so I'm gonna make sure that it was worth it. Just make sure your kids are tall enough and old enough to go on the rides, because that always gets a little bit awkward. Okay, I finished my strawberry banana smoothie, which means it is time to go. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to me whine about how much I like working at a theme park. So yeah, I'm gonna go and scooch on over here so you can click on one of those videos that I did pretty recently. You are welcome and encouraged to click on those to go and watch them with your eyes. I hope you guys had a good day, and I hope you have a nice rest of the day after you watch this. I should make an outro for these videos because, I mean, otherwise I just literally flubber and blubber on at the end, so yeah.